2 days before Christmas, these are not the traditional lines Americans are used to waiting in. Holiday cheer turning to frustration as the anxious wait for testing.
I did one yesterday where I waited for 2 hours.
With testing sites overwhelmed, today New York City with a gift for the few.
Free test.
Some 10,000 at-home test kits handed out for free in a city of more than 8 million.
A very tiny amount for all the people that want to test before the holidays, and it's really sad, and the system is a little broken.
Americans are getting tested for good reason. For a third day in a row, OMICRON has fueled more than 200,000 positive cases. But as the U.S. death toll tops 2,000 a day, there appears to be hopeful news in the United Kingdom. The UK Health Agency says data suggests OMICRON patients are 50 to 70% less likely to require hospitalization than those with Delta. The FDA today authorized a second COVID pill for emergency use, this one from Merck.
In patients who are at high risk for COVID-19 complications, there was a 30% reduction in the risk of hospitalizations and deaths.
That's less effective than Pfizer's pill, but an additional tool as Delta devastates hospitals.
We've seen so many deaths.
Doctors and nurses simply can't keep pace with the crushing wave of new patients flooding through their doors right now.
We're treating patients in the lobby, in the hallway. We have patients waiting hours and days for beds upstairs.
Having already eclipsed Delta's surge, some believe OMICRON could trigger 1 million new cases a day. And while the celebration will go on in Times Square, this New Year's will be different. Revelers need to be fully vaccinated and wear masks outdoors as the crowd shrinks from 58 to 15,000. As our nation looks to the future, we take with us lessons from the past, the pandemic taking no break for the holiday.
Miguel joining me now. Miguel, there's late word on new CDC guidance on quarantine rules for healthcare workers who were exposed to COVID. What do we know?
Well, that's right, Lester. Healthcare workers who have caught COVID only need to isolate for 7 days, and they can return to work with a negative test. That time frame can be shortened even more if the hospital they're working at is in a crisis. As for healthcare workers who are fully vaccinated and boosted, they won't need to isolate at home anymore if they've been exposed. All of this underscores the dire staffing shortages at hospitals nationwide.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.